Greetings and God bless. I just wanted to put this out there. When you're traveling or relocating to a new place, sometimes you may make a friend or whatever, and let's say they're like, "Oh, let's dress you up in an outfit," or "Let's put makeup on you," or let's just I don't know do something where this stranger is actually going to be touching your face. Now I know a lot of people are like, I get my nails done, I get my hair done, and everything's fine with strangers, but um, I would say right now in 2022, with all the stress that's been going on, I would really be selective about something like that with new people when you're traveling or when you are um, relocating, unless they're a trained professional. Like if you're, somebody who does nails or does hair or does body work, like they've got 1,000 hours of training where they've been doing it for 5 years or something like that. More just a new acquaintance, a new friend, I would avoid something like that. And what makes me do this video and talk about this is so I made a friend, several months ago, and she was like, come visit me. And so I did. And she was like, oh, we're going to go to a club. So you need to get dressed up. So, well, I got all these outfits. You can try it on. And at one point, she was trying to um, adjust this uh, accessory, and she pushed in on my left belly, my left side of my belly, and for like weeks, it was like she had done this push, and she was just trying to tighten something, but she gave me a bruise on, I don't know if it was just the muscle or if it was an organ, but she was like, with beauty comes pain, beauty requires pain. And that is a female thing, like wearing uncomfortable shoes and wearing makeup that burns your eyes all day, and you know like using toxic chemicals on your hair, so you're poisoning yourself, but for just this fleeting image that strangers will see, or that the people around you will see. But anyways, I don't know if it's just these times we're in, because I've never had a situation where with a new friend and we're doing something and where I was injured by the person, and the person was totally like, you know, that's the way it's supposed to be. So I'm thinking it's current events. Maybe it's just this strange, rare person I've met. But I just want to say, don't let people lay hands on you unless they're a trained professional. Let's say somebody with body work, or who's a body worker, or trained in whatever. Don't let a casual acquaintance uh, just uh, touch you, because people are just out of it right now. I don't know if it's because of the lockdowns, because of medical procedures, um, the CERN being opened up and people being demonized, or the fentanyl and drug uh, crisis that's been going on. I don't know, but people are behaving stranger, and it's just the worst time in my life, that to be in public. Uh, so I just think we can't really take for granted that people are practicing the golden rule, or that even people have their wits about them. That's what I'm noticing, is like people don't even really seem to have their wits about them. And again, this just makes, like, in another video I did on another channel I have, I'm realizing that local and state governments, they want homelessness, they want a crisis. So they engineer crises. So it's really horrible. And property owners and people, taxpayers are okay. Yeah, let's just put millions, billions into homelessness. But the city, the state never does anything. They steal that money and they're using it, I don't know, buying yachts and airplanes for themselves. Like the elected officials are they're not using it for the homeless, because we just see that the homeless crisis is worse and worse and worse and worse. There's no drug addiction programs or whatever, new homes built for homeless people. Um, nothing is done, and then the homeless people are bashed and totally despised uh, when the situation is being engineered because the city and the state make money off of that crisis. So, anyways, I got a little distracted there, um, but things are darker, bleaker now. Uh, After the past couple of years, people's behavior is not it's definitely devolved, and I think people's behavior has been devolving the past 10, 20 years because people were medicated. They never learned how to socialize. People are living on video games, or they're just always on social media. So they haven't learned how to interact, and they haven't even learned morality. There's just a moral bankruptcy that's pervasive, and it's really like respectable people have they're morally bankrupt. They own a house, they have a job, whatever. They're doing the normie stuff that um, everybody wants people to be doing, but there's no morality, is what I'm noticing. And so I think it's just good to be aware. And it's all biblical. Satan is the temporary ruler of earth. He's the god of this earth for this time, and it's just becoming more and more apparent. Like people just do not have a conscience. The drivers are reckless. Even when somebody's disabled in a wheelchair trying to cross the street, like drivers just can't be bothered. It's just really painful to see. But what I'm realizing and I'm trying to remember is when somebody is being morally bankrupt and being evil, and that's the cry for Jesus. They need prayer. So I'm trying to remember to pray. But it's hard when trying to cross the street and the drivers um, trying to kill me with their car. But yeah, people need supernatural help, and Lord Jesus Christ is the answer. But anyways, I just wanted to say there's a lot of disruption that's been going on in the world, and people are moving. And I think we have to have actual, we can't just take for granted that people are, decent and have, followed the golden rule. Like I think there's just some weird, it's like invasion of the body snatchers or something. Like people are not in their right mind, even if they're sober. They don't really like people. I don't know. There's just like this absence of common sense, and just it's probably gotten worse the past couple of years. So just wanted to make that video. So thank you for watching. God bless.